Alabama scored 27 unanswered points and matched the biggest comeback in CFP history when it won its first-round matchup on the road against Oklahoma last Friday. Mad Dog, how do you view Kalen DeBoer after that?
I've always liked DeBoer. I think DeBoer is an excellent coach. He did a great job at Washington. They got to a championship game. And I'm down in the Alabama fan. Hey, you get the idea that he's always on the hot seat. How is he on the hot seat? Right. He had Monroe last year, who was awful, and he had a bad year. All right, had a bad bowl game, had a bad year. First year, they wanted him out. Well, he's not Nick Saban, he's not Bear Bryant. Guys, there's only two guys who are that good. Bear and Nick Saban throwing, freaking Frank Leahy and Rodney. There's not that many of these guys, for crying out loud. This year, he turns around, he's got a young quarterback who's played very, very well. They're not a great team, but they won at Georgia. They got a bid. They're down 17-0. He gets 4th and 2 against Auburn and gets the touchdown, which is impressive. They're down 17-0 at Oklahoma. Everybody's about to fight them off, get them out. Let's get somebody else in here, and the team scores 37 unanswered points, whatever it was. 27 unanswered points before they ended up winning the game 34-27. Great, he's a good freaking coach. Plus, he loves Dave Roberts, the Dodger manager who has the tickets to the sidelines. I like that, too. This guy's a good coach. He is a good football coach, and the idea that somehow he's on the griddle because he's on big old Alabama. Alabama, take it easy. Take it easy. All right, everybody isn't Nick Saban, for crying out loud.
I fully agree with that. And listen, I'm Roll Tide Roll. My daughter went to school there. I've been a fan of them for the last 5 or 6 years and love what they do. He's not Saban, and it takes time to get your program shifted from a Nick Saban run program to a DeBoer run program. Like, give him time to work this thing out. And to your point, he's finding ways to win big games, and he's putting himself. Winning in the playoffs matters. Like, you have to let him get the momentum going. And again, stop. Whenever you follow the guy, it is a brutal position you put yourself in. That he was willing to take on that challenge, but he's not going to be the guy. He doesn't run it the same way. I remember walking in before they beat Georgia a year ago in Alabama, and I got to meet him, and we were talking. He is as relaxed as it gets, right? He feels like he's got his team right. That's never been like Nick Saban, right? Nick Saban's always on edge. They just have a different style of doing it, but give him time to get everything instituted his way. Do not try to run off a good coach.
I'm shocked to hear y'all say this. You're telling a fan to be sensible.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To give DeBoer time.
Especially those fans that
expectations are through the roof.
Winning.
And you just said it, when you're the guy to follow the guy, you better show up and perform. So, yes, he is doing that, but don't expect him to just sit back and be like, we're just going to put our feet up and watch him go to work. If it works out, it works out. No, we expect you to come here and win games right now. Fans are fans for a reason, and we're not going to take it easy on him. If you're an Alabama fan, let's go out there and let's win a national championship.
The Alabama fans like the Kentucky basketball fan.
Right.
It's never good enough.
Yeah. The Vanderbilt loss last year was the one.
That's a bad loss. They got killed.
We don't lose the Vanderbilt.
Yeah. That was the one that you really saw fans turn, because until that Vanderbilt loss, then everybody that got scary. Then you're like. Then you got to go.
He's recovered, Jeff.
Absolutely.
Give him a break.
Agree. Yes. I did give him a break. What do you take it easy?
Wait, why'd you
take it easy.
Right. Coming up next, we've got a legend joining us. We'll talk about NFL coaches on the hot seat. The college football playoff will be a hot topic of conversation with Hammer and Emmett on ESPN Radio. You can watch on ESPN2 and on ESPNU. Emmett, speaking of the college football playoff, we have some bowl games today. Bush's Beans Boca Raton Bowl. We've got the New Orleans Bowl. We've got the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I got to say, some elite level sponsorship deals being done here by our team at ESPN. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, all of these sponsors, to me, Bush's Beans.
Oh, yeah.
They're making me buy some Bush's Beans. Speaking of excitement, speaking of legendary figures in the world of college football, Emmett, it is time for us to go to the hotline. He is the new head coach of the Columbus Aviators, and he is a Cleveland legend and an Ohio State Buckeye legend. Head coach Ted Ginn Jr. joins us now on Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio. You can watch us on ESPN2. How does it feel to be introduced as head coach Ted Ginn Jr.?
Oh, man, it's a great opportunity. It's a great feeling. I always had coach behind me a little bit, but to have head coach is always a great opportunity.
Now, for people who aren't familiar, your dad is a legendary coach here in Cleveland, in Ohio. What was his reaction when you gave him a call and said, Dad, I'm a head coach?
Well, it was a great reaction. It was one, I didn't let him know offhand. I kind of did this behind closed doors for everybody, and I wanted to come out like it did. But us talking and going through things, I mean, we've been having dialogues for all our life. I played quarterback for him. I went to the Ohio State. He was there every step of the way, and then in the league. So we always have, dialogues. I've been a part of the championship runs, here at my high school that we did over a couple of years. So he was excited, ready to go, and just happy for me.
It's funny. You said you played quarterback for him. So I went to John Marshall. You obviously, know that being from the Cleveland Public Schools. I'm a little older than you, right? So I came back, and my dad was telling me, hey, there's this kid at Glenville. Everybody says he's like the best player in the world. You got to check him out. My sister was still at Marshall. We go. Ted, I saw you throw for a touchdown, run for a touchdown, return a punt for a touchdown, return a kickoff for a touchdown, and you had a pick six. How many times did you do that in high school? Because I'm sure that wasn't the only time.
I did that on multiple occasions, especially my senior year. Just going out, man, and taking the team for Storm. And, with me being at home with my old man and knowing the playbook from in and out, I was able to put myself in a lot of different positions to be able to succeed. And it's kind of like what I'm doing right now. I just got to put myself around a lot of good people so I'll be able to succeed in this game of football.
Ted Ginn Jr. It feels strange for both me and Emmett to say head coach Ted Ginn Jr., but it sounds good. Of the Columbus Aviators is our guest. Coach, why was the UFL the right opportunity for you at this time?
I think it was the right opportunity because, I wanted to start my journey, and going through all the, different backgrounds that you had to go through. UFL just came right on in and gave me an opportunity. They didn't care about, what I knew or didn't know. They knew that I played the game. I come from a coaching background, and why not give him an opportunity and put the best people around him in the state of Ohio and let him go out, and continue to do the things that he do to make him be who I am. And it's going to be a blessing, and I'm very excited. And I just got a lot of people I can go back to and, do it the right way, from either my father, Jim Tressel, Coach Hazel. Y'all said something about Sharpe earlier. Just having all them different gems in my background, I think it was one of the best opportunities for me.
Ted, when you were at Ohio State, you were one of the biggest playmakers in college football, especially at the receiver position. What do you think of Tate and Jeremiah Smith currently at Ohio State?
Oh, man, that's one of